O Lord, when you delivered me in your birth incarnation, I gave birth to a son as a result of your touch. Haila naraka name putra mahabala apane putrera dharma kahila sakala. I begot a powerful son, Naraka, but he became Naraka Sura. And I personally instructed him on religious principles. The Mother Earth has taught him all the religious principles. As a result of my touch, a most powerful son, Naraka, was born. I instructed him about religious principles. Here, Krishna himself has instructed him. Maharaj Hailena Amara Nandana Devadvija Guru Bhakta Karena Palana. My son became a great king, and he properly maintained the demigods, the twice born, the gurus and the devotees. Daiva doshe tahara haila dushta sanga banera samsarge haila bhakta drohe ranga. But by will of providence, he fell into bad association with Banasur, and began to take pleasure in oppressing the devotee. Although by my instruction his life was pure for some time, but by the bad association of King Bana, in the course of time, he developed an interest in oppressing the devotees. Sevakera himsa muina parol sahite katinu apana putra sevaka rakite. Now, Krishna says, I cannot tolerate the oppression of my devotees, so I cut down my own son to protect my servants. So at one place, Krishna can tolerate insults to himself. But if somebody insults the devotees, Krishna cannot tolerate. I can never tolerate any kind of envy or hatred directed towards my beloved servants. That is why I took the side of my devotees and even cut down my own son. Janame janame tumi seviya che more eteka sakala tattva kahila tomara. You have served me birth after birth. Saying to Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta is Hanuman himself. Therefore, I have disclosed these truths to you. Shuniya Murari Gupta Prabhura Vachana Bhivvala Haya Gupta Karena Krandana. Murari Gupta began to cry, became overwhelmed, began to cry. Shuniya Murari Prabhura Vachana Bhivvala Haya Gupta Karena Krandana. Began to cry. Murari Sahita Gaura Chandra Jaya 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 Yagya Varaha Sevaka Rakshamayam. All glories to Gaura Chandra in the association of Murari. All glories to Varaha, the Lord of sacrifice and protector of his devotees. All glories to Varaha, the enjoyer of all sacrifices, who protects the devotees, and all glories to Gaur Chandra in the company of Murari. It's a nice verse. Gayatri for Varaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Varaha Rupaya. I just put that in the title every day, but when it comes directly, I cannot see. Very nice verse it is. I will put it in the group. Yei mata sarva sevakera ghare ghare kripaya thakura jana janayena apanare. In this way, the Lord revealed himself to all his servants and each of their houses. Chiniya sakala bhatya prabhu apanara paranandamaya chitta haila sabara. When the servants recognized the Lord, their hearts became filled with bliss. Pashandire arakeha bhaya nahi kare hate hate khate sabe Krishna gaya uchchasware. Now intentionally Lord showed his opulent forms. He showed to Shivas, he showed to Murari Gupta. In this way now they no longer feared the kiss. They freely and loudly chanted the names of Krishna at all public places. When Gaurahari manifested his real identity to the devotees, they all abandoned their various material inconveniences and merged in spiritual bliss. Therefore, these devotees constantly and loudly chanted the names of Krishna everywhere without fear of the royal punishment threatened by the atheists. Prabhu Sange Miliya Sakala Bhaktagana Mahanande Harnisha Karai Kirtana. The company of the Lord, all the devotees happily engaged day and night in chanting the holy names. Milila Sakala Bhakta Bhai Nityananda Bhai Na Dekhiya Bada Dukhi Gaurachandra. All the devotees assembled together except Nityananda. Gaurachandra became unhappy on not seeing his brother. So, except Nityananda, everybody were there, and Gaurachandra was thinking, where is my brother? When Gaurachandra saw that all the devotees participated in the blissful Kirtan pastimes except Nityananda, he became especially unhappy in separation of Nityananda. Nirantara Nityananda smare Vishwambara Janilena Nityananda Ananta Ishwara. Vishwambara is to constantly remember Nityananda. And who is Nityananda is not different from Ananta Shesha. And he could understand this. In the absence of Nityananda, Vishwambara constantly thought of him and realized his original position. Mahaprabhu knew Shri Nityananda as the Supreme Lord Ananta Vasudeva. Prasange Shunaha Nityanandera Akhyana Sutre Rupe Janma Karma Chupahitana. In this connection, please hear the narration regarding Nityananda. I'll briefly describe his birth and activities in the form of codes. Radha Deshe Ekachaka Name Ache Grama Yahi Janmile Nityananda Bhagavan. In Radha Desh, there is a village called Ekachaka. What is the name? Ekachaka. When Nityananda took birth, the Nainamanjari is also here. So there is a village in Radha Desh which is known as Ekachakra. If our devotees would have remembered, then in one of the yatras we had gone to Ekachakra Dham. This time also in Mayapur we will try to go to Ekachakra Dham. Ekachakra Dham is the most auspicious place. This is the birthplace of Nityananda Prabhu. It comes in Radha Desh. Near this village, there is a deity of Shiva, Maudeshwara Shiva, that was worshipped by Nityananda Haladhar. Lord Maudeshwara Namadeva Ache Katadure Yare Puji Ache Nityananda Haladhare. So Nityananda Prabhu, he appeared in Ekachakra Dham, and near to his village, there is a place where Lord Shiva's temple is there. He used to worship. And this is on the western banks of Ganga. A short distance from this village is a deity of Shiva named Maudeshwara or Mayureshwara, by another opinion. Nityananda Prabhu worshipped Lord Shiva. And who is Lord Shiva? Expansion of Balaraman. Ye sei grame vaise vipra hadai pandita mahavirakte rapraya dayalu charita Tandrapatni Padmavati Namapati Vrata Parama Vaishnavi Shakti Sei Jaganmata Paramaudharadvi Brahmana Brahmani Tandraghare Nityananda Janmila Apani Shakala Putrera Jeshta Nityananda Raya Sarva Sulakshana Dekhi Nayana Judaya. So Sei Grama Vaise. In that grama, in Ekachakra, Hadai Pandits, there was a there lived a Brahmana. His name was Hadai Pandit. Mahaviraktera, he was greatly renounced, and Praya Dayalu Charita, and full of compassion. Tandra Patni Padmavati, his wife's name is Padmavati, Nama Pativrata. She was a very great Vaishnavi, very chaste wife. Parama Vaishnavi Shakti, she had the Vaishnavi Shakti, and she is Jagannmata, mother of the universe. So now, Parama Udara Dui Brahmana Brahmani, both were magnanimous. And in their house, Tandre Ghare Nityananda Jarmila Apani, in their house, Nityananda is born. And Nityananda was the eldest of their sons, Sakala Putrera Jeshta. Sarva Sulakshana Dekhi Nayana Judaya. He had all auspicious symptoms. And just by seeing that, one's eyes were satiated. So in that village of Ekachakra lived a magnanimous, renounced Brahmana named Hadai Pandit. His chaste wife called Padmavati Devi was the mother of the universe. She was profusely invested with Lord Vishnu's energy. When you say she is a Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi means one who is infused with Lord Vishnu's energy or Vishnu's energy. Among their few sons, Nityananda Prabhu was the eldest. Tana Balya Leela Adi Khandeta Vistara Lithaya Kahile Haya Grantha Bahutara. So in the Adi Khanda already his childhood pastimes has been described. But still here, if I narrate them again here, this book will become voluminous. Yeyi mata katadina Nityanandaraya Hadai Panditera Hari Achena Lilaya. So Nityananda Prabhu, he was engaged in wonderful, blissful pastimes, drama pastimes. Actually, through drama, children learn so many things. And Nityananda Prabhu taught that. Till the age of 11, Nityananda Prabhu stayed in his mother's place. He used to enact the pastimes of all Lord's Leelas. In one place, when he became Lakshmana, Lakshmana became unconscious because of the arrow hit on him. So he became unconscious, and there he acted really as if he's unconscious, and all were crying. And Hanuman went to bring Sanjeevani Parvat. So like this, wonderful Leelas were enacted by Nityananda Prabhu. Sometimes Ramayana Leelas, sometimes Mahabharata Leelas. So Nityananda Prabhu, he taught to everyone. Through the dramas, children learn a lot. Yesterday we had some question answer session from the Narsimha Leela. We taught children in the summer camp the drama. Instead of teaching them the story, first the drama. Through the drama, they learned so many things. And when important questions were asked, they could answer so many questions. They could give so many points. So this is how Nityananda Prabhu engaged in the blissful pastimes. Grahe chadi bare Prabhu kari lena mana na chade janani tata dukkheda karanam. And Nityananda Prabhu had decided to leave the home, but his parents, fearing distress in his absence, did not leave him alone. Tila matra Nityananda nadekhile mata yoga praya hinavase tato adhika pita. So if his mother would not see him for a moment, then she would consider that moment to be a yuga. And his father considered it even longer. Tila matra Nityananda putrera chadiya kothao hadai ochha yaya chaliya. So Hadai Ocha could not go anywhere without Nityananda, even for a moment. Kiba krishi karme, kiba yajamana ghare, kiba hate, kiba bate, yata karma kare. Even while farming in the house of the disciples or in marketplace or the road, wherever he was going, he would glance at Nityananda 100 times every minute, out fear that he might leave. So that fear was the Pache Yadi Nityananda Chandra Chali Yaya Tilarthe Shateka Vara Ulatiya Chaya. So he used to glance at Nityananda 100 times. He had the fear that Nityananda Prabhu will leave me and go. Although Nityananda Prabhu was not bound by his parents' affections, like an ordinary conditioned soul who wants to enjoy the fruits of his karma, and he intended to leave home for the benefit of the entire society of living entities. His most affectionate parents would not leave him even for a moment. For this reason, Nityananda Prabhu became morose. His parents would not let him out of his sight for even the shortest time. They always stayed with him. In the course of their household activities, farming, acting as priests, traveling, acquiring items, they repeatedly looked at their son, who accompanied them out of fear that their son would leave home. This was the fear that they had. The fear was, oh, my son will leave me and go. That is why they used to always look at Nityananda Prabhu. Dhariya dhariya puna alingana kare nanira putariyena nilaya sharire yahi mata putra sange bule sarvathai prana hela Nityananda sharira hadai. As Hadai Pandit repeatedly embraced him, the softest butter, delicate body of Nityananda would merge in his body. In this way, Hadai Pandit went everywhere accompanied by his son. It seemed Hadai Pandit was the body and Nityananda Prabhu was the life air. The father traveled everywhere with his son and he would always keep him on his lap. Just as the body and the life airs are inseparable as one unit, Hadai Pandit, the father of Nityananda, was like the body and his son was like the life airs within the body. Antaryami Nityananda iha sab jane Pitru sukha dharma payagi ache pita sane. As a super soul, Nityananda knew everything. Because Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Balram. Balram expands as Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Shirodakshai Vishnu, who is super soul, Paramatma. He stayed with his father for his pleasure and as a matter of duty. For some time he stayed. He knew that his parents loved him so much. But he was not bound to the affection of the parents. As Nityananda Prabhu is directly the super soul, Vishnu. He knew everything in detail. To increase his father's happiness, he remained appropriately engaged in his father's service. Daive ekadina eka sannyasi sundara Aire Namatyananda Janakera Khare. So one day, by the will of Providence, an attractive sannyasi arrived at the house of Hadai Pandit. Nityananda Pitata ne Diksha Karaira Rathilena Paramananda Yuktahana. Nityananda Prabhu's father invited him for a meal and happily kept him in his house. With great happiness, Hadai Pandit invited an attractive wandering sannyasi to his house and fed him. Since the Panchashuna sacrifices are not meant for the independent sannyasis, they eat at the houses of Brahmanas. It's a principal duty of householders to offer meals and other non-duplicitous service to the sannyasis who are situated in the highest order of spiritual life. Sarvash Ratri Nityananda Pita Tandra Sange Achilena Krishna Katha Kathana Prasange. Nityananda's father passed the entire night discussing topics of Krishna with the sannyasi. He fed the sannyasi spend the entire night discussing topics of Krishna with him. Ghantu Kama Sannyasi Haila Usha Kale Nityananda Pita Prati Nyasi Vara Bole. So in the early morning, when the sannyasi was about to leave, he spoke to Nityananda the father as follows. Sannyasis do not become bound by the affection of householders by spending much time in their homes. That is why the following morning the sannyasi was preparing to leave the house of Hadai Pandit and go somewhere else when he began to speak. न्यासी बोले एक भिक्षा आच्छाये आमार. नित्यानंद पिता बोले ये इच्छा तुम्हारा. I want another bhiksha. Sannyasi says. Then Prabhu says, father says, okay, whatever you want, you ask. न्यासी बोले करीबान तीर्थ पर्यटन समहतिया अमार भाल नायक ब्राह्मण. I want to visit holy places, but I don't have a wonderful companion, Brahmana companion. यही से सकल ज्येष्ठ नंदन तुम्हार कट दिन लागी गे देह समहति अमार. Please give me your eldest son of yours, your eldest son, to accompany me for some days. प्राण अतिरिक्त आमी देखिबा उहाने सर्व तीर्थ देखिबेन विविध विधान. So I will better take care of him than my own life. So I'll take better care of him than my own life. Prana atirikta. And I will be able to see all holy places. Vaishnava Sannyasi said, I have appeal. In answer to this, Hadai Pandit gave him permission to disclose his mind. The sannyasi said, now I am engaged in visiting holy places, since it is not the duty of a sannyasi to light fires and cook. And since everywhere there is a shortage of suitable brahmanas, I do not get meals at proper times. Therefore, I require a brahmana companion. If you give me your eldest son for some time, I will love him more than my own life, and your son will become conversant with various holy places. Samhati means companion or with. Shunyanyasira vakya shuddha vipravara mane mane chinte badahaya katar. On hearing the words of a sannyasi, the pure Brahmana became afflicted with distress and contemplated as follows. Prana viksha kari lena amara sannyasi. Na dile o sarvanasha haya henavasi. Oh, the sannyasi has asked my own life, and if I don't give him, I will be ruined. On hearing the heart-rending words of the Vaishnava sannyasi, the Brahmana became extremely afflicted with distress and thought, I am only the body, but Prana Vayu or Prana is my eldest son. Therefore, this sannyasi will take away my life and leave my body here. If I do not fulfill his request, then I will face imminent danger. Bhikshuke raspurve mahapurusha sakala pranadana yachena variya mangala. Many great personalities in the past have given their lives to sannyasis and thereby achieved auspiciousness. So in the histories also we can see that the great personalities desiring their own benefit have given their lives to sannyasis. Ramachandra Putra Dasharather Jivana Purve Vishwamitra Tane Karila Achana Yadyapiha Rama Vine Raja Nahi Dijiye Tadhapi Dile Na Isse Yei Purane Te Kahe. The Puranas, what it says, Vishwamitra previously begged Dashrath for his son, Ramchandra, who was Dashratha's very life. Although the king could not live without Rama, he nevertheless gave him. On the request of Vishwamitra, Maharaj Dashrath gave him his own son, who was the very life of Dashratha. This is found in the ancient histories. Although it was very difficult for Dashratha to survive in the absence of Rama, in such a situation, Maharaj Dashrath gave up his son, who was equal to his own life. Seita Vrittanta Aji Haira Amare Ye Dharma Sankata Krishna Raksha Karamore Daive Se Vastu Kena Nahi Ba Semati Anyatha Lakshmana Hena Grahete Utpatti. So the same thing has happened to me. Oh Krishna, I am in Dharma Sankat, in this dilemma. By providence, this was the same situation, so why the mentality would not be the same? Otherwise, why would Lakshmana appear in his house? Oh Krishna, in his great predicament, please protect me. This is the dilemma now. So Dharma Sankat. From my wavering mentality, because I am in the situation as Dasharatha was. By providence, I am that Dasharatha and my son is Rama. Otherwise, why has my son developed such a mentality? If this was not true, then why have the symptoms of renunciation manifest in my son? Bhavi achalila vipara brahmani rasthane anupurvaka hilena savavivarane. After contemplating in this way, the Brahmana went to his wife and explained the situation in detail. Shunya balila pativrata jaganmata ye tomara ichha prabhu sei mora katha. See the chaste wife, what she said. Dear Prabhu, I agree with whatever you decide. Actually, this should be the nature of the wives. They should not argue with the husband. And husband should take the step on dharma. Very important. Husband should take the step on dharma. Aira sannyasi sthane nityananda pita nyasira dilena putra noya matha. Then he came before sannyasi with his head down and handed over his son to the sannyasi. In this way, Nityananda left home Nityananda Sange Chali Lena Nyasi Vara Kena Mata Nityananda Chadi Lena. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu left along with the sannyasi. The moment Nityananda Prabhu left, Hadai Pandit fell unconscious. Nityananda Gele Matra Hadai Pandita Bhumite Palila Vipra Aya Murchita. So it's very difficult to describe Brahmana's pathetic crying. Whoever heard, even the stone and the wood melted from the sound. Say Vilapa Kandana Karibya Konajani Vidare Pashana Kashtha Kahara Shravan. It's not so easy to describe. Even the stone melted, the wood melted. So, here we'll stop. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any doubts you can ask.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। माता जी, इन श्लोका 49 भगवान कहते हैं कि मैं मेरे भक्तों के सामने मेरी बेटी को भी मैं नहीं बख्शता हूँ। तो मतलब बाय प्रोविडेंस, मतलब ये भी भगवान की एक लीला है माता जी, कि वो दिखाना चाह रहे हैं कि मेरे
भगवान को सिखाना है दुष्ट संग से। इसमें बहुत सारी लीलाएं सीख सकते हैं।
यस, मतलब भगवान के वो कैसे दुष्ट संग में पढ़ सकते हैं? मतलब वो भी भगवान की इच्छा से ही होगा ना माता जी? ओके।
और किसी का कोई प्रश्न? हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे